Alright everyone, this is going to be another one of the little mental health talks that we did last year for Movember, and it was a bit more of a focus, not necessarily a focus of our content, but as last year was a bit of a fucking turbulent year, it was quite an important part of me at that time period. But now it's just going to be a bit of a mental health talk for Movember, as we both very clearly had a shave.
I generally did. I don't know if you generally did, but I did.
And I did. My neck's wrecked because of a wet shave is a fucking ball ache. So yeah, we are doing Movember, so if you want to support our Movember campaign, I'll put a link in the description. We're not plugging it really hard just because at the end of the month we'll donate money anyways.
We'll probably make a post just saying here's the Movember link.
Yeah.
It's just if you want to donate. We obviously don't force you. Not like the other YouTubers are like, fucking donate to an Movember. It's up to you, like at the end of the day.
Yeah.
We just do this because it helps with our mental health. We don't want anyone to be forced to donate. If they don't donate, you don't have to. If you want to donate, you can. At the end of the day, you're not filling our pockets, you're filling someone else's.
Exactly.
That's what matters.
All of the money goes to charity, essentially. Yeah. At the end of the day,
instead of subbing to us on Patreon for a month, sub to Movember for a month.
Nobody's had either of those thoughts.
Yeah, except for me. The only Patreon is me.
We do still have Belinda Slater as a member on the YouTube channel. So
thank you, Belinda Slater. You bought us some Welsh cakes. Thank you.
But yeah, I mean, I suppose just to because I'd imagine we're both in quite a different place than we were the previous year.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I suppose if we want to travel back to last year.
Obviously, last year was a bit awkward with me and Ash. We're not as close as we are now. We shit together. Can you believe that? We don't. In case that rumour does come true. But yeah, we are two different people now. We've changed a little bit. Ash has definitely changed. He had a great pair.
I've lost my double chin. It's all gone.
I've gained it, thanks.
Piggy's making up for me.
Exactly. But yeah, last year, obviously, Ash, to describe it best, had a train wreck of a...
I had a fucking shit year.
Yeah.
I was on the tail end of doing leather work. I was rammed off my fucking feet. My brother broke his kneecap in multiple places. And I then was forced to step up. I was forced to, actually do... You know, most people naturally cook and clean and do all the housework and shit. Mm-hmm. I was pretty lazy. I wasn't doing any of that. So I then had to both do all that and take up his responsibilities at work. So I was doing 3 people's jobs with my very limited kind of brain. And obviously if it happened now, I'd likely manage it better. But at the time, it all kind of reached a breaking point. Also lost both my nan and my dog months apart as well. And I also both either got fired or quit that job. So after a very fucking tried year of conflict and I want to leave and I want to move out, I was then left with a lot of free time and a lot of time to both grieve in a sense and both build on what it was. And I think a lot of last year was us talking about moving out, which definitely fell to the wayside.
Definitely. He's moving in with his girlfriend next month. Also not true, just putting that out there in case that gets added to the Watching Walford wiki. That's not ever happening.
I'm still single for now. But yeah, let's be honest, last year the idea of me moving out was like most people when they say they're going to write a novel. It was a very fun, happy place for my brain to go, I'm going to get away from all this bullshit.
Obviously, you do need an escape, so even if it's just a thought, it's nice to put it out there. I've been, again, people who kind of know me, I've kind of been writing a book on and off. So Ash's moving out process is me writing a book. I get to chapter 5 and I'm like, fuck. I don't want to do this one. I want to do a ventriloquist murdering people. I want to see how that would work.
Sound.
And then I go back and I'm like, but I like the idea of the kid who can't find his friend, but he wants to find his friend, but he can't. Which is a thought for grief,
Mm.
But something like that. I'm still working on it. I'm like 2 chapters deep. It's weird. It's weird because I've like in my head, I'm doing the opposite of what people actually do, what priests do. Because like obviously like priests are supposedly have to be very religious. They have to be like normal. Obviously, if you don't know, I had a priest called Father Jagerbomb. That was his nickname because he drank Jaeger bombs, and he liked a few drinks. I'll say that much. And he wasn't really a regular priest, but he was a lovely bloke whenever I met him. If the other father, I got a reveal one day that I shouldn't have got a reveal of, and let's just say we never saw again. And basically, I seen him in some skimpy shorts that I shouldn't have seen him in, and the more I forget about that, the better it stays. But yeah, that's what I'm kind of doing. I'm kind of working on a book for what I used to do. I've always wanted to write a book or something. At least put it out there. If it fails, it fails. I don't care if 5 people read it or 20 people read it. But in my head, egotistical head, I'm like, it's going to become successful. I'm going to build a universe. And then that universe is going to transcend into money. And money is going to transcend into houses and shit.
I mean, we all have those. We all have those like plans.
Yeah, but on the terms of watching Walford, this is still a great escape for both of us. We've reduced our schedules to where I appear Monday and Thursdays to record. Ash has Tuesdays and Wednesdays where he can edit his Hollyoaks video that's still in the works. That's not coming out till 2026.
Yeah, it's been it's still writing those videos very gradually.
But in terms of like life has been good for both of us. It's weird when you look at, because usually YouTubers they tend to hide themselves. They don't really tell you if they're depressed or anything. Yeah. They're like, I'm just taking a break from social media, and then they come back 2 days later because like the
fear of missing out.
Yeah, because their favorite game's getting rebooted and they need to complain. We've just been enjoying life. I recently had a trip up to London. I met 2 people called Rose. I'm not gonna say his real name because his real name fucking confuses me.
It's a wild name.
But yeah, Rose and Louis Copeland. You might hear me reference Louis Copeland. He's basically, imagine my character that
I describe him as the straightest person I know.
And he likes feet and Jamaican women from what I gathered. Both are true, and he allegedly has multiple kids. If you go off the mod team of his chat, which I'm one of them. So yeah, I've met them recently, and Flora, which is Rose's girlfriend. They were lovely people. I've got Marks from Hagrid. That's stretch Marks, but I've got
the dog.
Yeah, Hagrid's the dog. No, yeah, Hagrid was a very aggressive dog, and I found that he liked willies and ears, which is weird, but not gonna kink shame a dog. But yeah, I've just been enjoying life. Been going on trips. We've worked out what the maximum and minimum of visits should be, how many days it should be, and how many days it should not be. And I've just been enjoying that. Do you want to continue? I
mean, it's kind of thing where if we take it from last year to this year, do you think much has necessarily changed in terms that you're doing anything differently? Are you change any of your routines, or are you just kind of just bedding in gradually?
Just slowly processing everything, because life hits you in different ways. One day you could be happy, the next day you could be like, oh, my nan's dead. She's been dead for 4 years, Jack. But yeah, just think about today. I was like, yeah, because you want a new Xbox. Definitely not thoughts. I had a conversation with my dad about it once.
Never happened to Piggy, of course.
It never happened. So what, I want a new Brody Lee figure, Dad. It's what Nanny would have wanted. She's been dead for 2 years. She told me in a dream. Just imagining someone actually doing that to the parent. But yeah, again, a lot of things are happening in the real world that we definitely never talk about here. Again, I always say there's a Red Hot Chili Peppers lyric that I've recently grown attached to, which is, I can't tell you who to idolise. I can't be a little monkey research boy, basically. And I've basically lived on that because we share opinions here that no one else can agree with, no one else can deny. If you think different, you think different. I still get a chuckle every time I check my emails for the Watching Walford account. And by emails, I check that one guy's comment, and you know who you are. So you have to Raheem. He's a legend in my eyes.
He is the light in the dark. He is the water to. I don't fucking know.
You could have literally broken up with your girlfriend, but if you hear the message, I think, and it's spelled think wrong, Hayley Slater should come back, and obviously Hayley and should, it's spelled wrong. And then you look at it and you're like, okay, who commented this? And then you go, A, B, D, you, Abdul, yeah! Like he's one of my favourite people who's on this channel. And obviously shout out to the other regulars who come back and comment on our videos. We love you as well. But enjoying life is, yeah, but I think we've adapted more. We tried a trip to London. It semi-succeeded.
I mean, it was good fun.
It was good fun.
I mean, it's one of those interesting things where, because I was fresh out doing leather work and kind of like I hadn't really had a reasonable amount. I say a reasonable amount. I still had a decent chunk of time off because I was still doing 3 days a week. But even that was a bit excessive for me at the time. It was still I'd finally been... Oh, fucking hell, that's loud. Jesus.
Oh, fucking Jesus.
I'd finally been given the time and the space to start to grow. I'd finally been given the time and space to kind of... Well, it's because I got a lot of shit in order. I got money sorted. I then had all the room to first work on this stuff, which is always kind of like the main focus, because, I mean, as you get along and as you grow a bit older, as much as it may be fun to just have like a couple of weeks where you do fuck all, a break only really feels good if you've actually fucking earned it.
The thing is, and it might sound gay, and I'm sorry if it sounds gay, but if you enjoy it, then
you fuck
hello. But the best thing with working with one of your friends is you can literally pitch anything, and they either go fuck it or no. Because again, if you've seen the Ghost Watch, I knew I wasn't going to succeed, but I was like, I want.
It was a fun video, though.
It was a fun video.
It's a very memorable video.
Yeah, it's because I'm a type of person who thinks differently to Ash. Ash would be like, okay, Monday we do this, Tuesday we do this, Wednesday we do this, Thursday we do this, Friday we do this, Sunday podcast. Back on Monday, we do this. We're on like, okay, we do this, then this, then this, then this. This leads to this, to this, to this. Then that leads to that, to that.
I mean, the biggest joke I have for it is me like, okay, what do we want to do this next year? And then Piggy goes, I want to release a video on fucking the leap year. It's like, oh, for fuck's like, yeah, here I am trying to plan out what we're going to fucking do. And you're here just like, I want to release a video on the 29th. It's like, great. Fantastic. But it's the... Yeah, just to completely disregard everything that you said. I mean, this year's it's been a good year. Last year was rough because death and fucking arguments and family fighting. Like I spent Christmas Day crying at the dinner table because I had an argument with my mum's partner.
The boss man.
And versus this year where, you know, then from the start of the year till the end, we can now focus on doing this, which, you know, we do kind of take as work, I guess, as it is quite a, you know, it's still a decent workload for what we're getting through. We've released a video a day since last August. It's still a very important thing, and it's a good way to kind of keep everything on track, because, I don't know, one thing I've found is you need things to keep your shit together for. Like, if you're doing nothing and you don't have anything planned, you can kind of go off the fucking rails if you want. Because you know that at some point someone will just fucking drag you back in. But if you don't have something to, like, work for and be invested in, you get unfocused, you get a bit lazy, you get a bit fucking bored. You may even get depressed. I'd certainly fucking do. It's like because sometimes when I'd be feeling particularly rough, like, fuck it, let's have a 2-week break, and then the first week, fucking great, love the first week, second week, pain, like fucking all gone bad.
Then I just sat there, like it's 9 a.m, and that's just like, I think we return today, and I'm like,
yeah,
perfectly describes the two of us. But yeah, again, this is an outlook for all of us. This is something I enjoy doing, something Ash enjoys doing. We are here for the long haul, well, for the most part, definitely. And I think we will develop over time.
Yeah, like I'm still looking forward to actually finally writing and producing a bunch of the videos. And Christmas should actually have some written videos be done. There's one that we've been working on gradually, but it should definitely be done for Christmas.
I mean, I don't even have the tech notes. I just listen to Ash and remember, oh yeah, this happened that year. Oh yeah.
But like it's adding like different notches. I feel like the more highly edited scripted content probably will do more numbers for the channel than not. But it's still been a good way to kind of develop and figure out the bearings. But like in terms of the year, mental health wise, it's actually been quite a good year for me personally. Like, if anybody followed me before this, I know that I did a series called, like, Months in Review, which I don't really need to fucking explain. But I'm pretty sure I did it since about 2022 onwards. And there were a lot of fucking rough years in there. You know, there were a lot of really rough times where I would have to keep track of my mental health because, you know, sometimes you can't take it for granted that it's always going to be good. But, you know, a year on, having, like, one of my biggest problems was worrying about money, that being solved, feeling quite comfortable and content with where things are at, also being on medication and that actually regulating my fucking brain properly, giving it all the right neurotransmitters for it to actually function. It's been quite a lot green, I guess. My mental health days are once a month, pretty much, which is a very fortunate position to be in. Especially because it's given me the platform to actually start moving forward in shit in my life. Where we did that trip to London. Would have never done that many years ago. Barely would have done it last year. It shows a lot of growth. Just actually making plans and actually being open to doing shit. Started chatting with a girl, which also was not on my bingo card for this fucking year.
The old ball and chain.
And just generally making plans and wanting to do stuff in the future, and also just generally wanting to do things, which can be quite fucking difficult when you're really depressed. Because it's like, what do I want to do? I want to fucking get by. And it's a pretty hard thing to get past.
It's blockage. Sorry, this can be a crude joke. It's like having a wank with antidepressants. Just a lot of blockage there.
Is there any reprieve? Not really, no.
Oh,
you're trying. You're trying.
But yeah, in terms for me, I'm still going on trips. I've planned another trip in December, hopefully taking place with Mr. Rose, where I'm going to be seeing the Muppets Marathon and Die Hard and Austin Powers The Spy Who Shagged Me.
Nice.
And I didn't force him, but I said if I'm coming to this trip, and I look at the cinema, and on the Monday they have Jingle All the Way, so I'm like, we're watching Jingle All the Way, because Jingle All the Way is one of my favourite Christmas movies.
Yeah.
And number 2 is definitely, I don't really have a number 2, but number 1 is Jingle All the Way. And then he was like, okay, we're watching Austin Powers The Spy Who Shagged Me. I'm like, fair enough. And we'll both watch Die Hard.
It's a nice trade, yeah.
Yeah. And the Muppets Marathon, I just went, fuck it, it'd be funny to do, wouldn't it? I have to figure out how much we're going to split between each other to actually plan for this trip.
Yeah.
Because what happened is my dad threw a wrench in me. He's like, I'll pay for some of it. I'm like, fuck, I feel bad now. But yeah, cause if you don't know, my dad is a local legend here, on the Watching Walford channel, and in a lot of the Discords, he's mentioned as a legend. Just fat shame me, but I get fat shamed by both my dad and Ash, so it's nice. It's a nice trade off. Except for when I'm really angry and I'm like, I can't get mad. You bought it right. Eats ice cream again.
It's only one way I'm going to get through this.
Welsh cake.
And the cycle continues.
Why am I so fat?
But I also, went to I've also been going to the gym. It's in a week's time. I would have been going to the gym for a month. Still not entirely, kosher. I did get ill for the last week, so I've not been that much, but I managed to create it to be such a habit that it's no longer like I miss the gym. I actively miss the gym. It's been a really fun kind of, just like Watching Walford's a fun outlet. The gym's also a pretty fun outlet because it is just a block of time in the mornings. I'll go at like 9. I'll get back at 12. I'll just spend a good like hour and a half to 2 hours just fucking about and actually feeling more comfortable in my body, because I can't imagine anybody really wants to be fat. You want to feel like you can do what you want to do with your body. Like there were some times in there I was getting very fucking sluggish, and I'm like, this feels wrong, because I was really fucking skinny. I was really skinny back in the day.
He was. You should have seen him in like 2019. You could literally compare him to a twig. He was that skinny.
I was very skinny.
I made the joke earlier, but he had double T's last year. Now look at him.
Yeah.
Straight on him.
Now it's just the jumper that's fucking. I was larger, so it's fucking. Sure. It's now baggy on me.
But yeah, I think this has been a great outlet for us. If you have anything else, any plans for Christmas? Obviously, the Christmas content as well. Might as well just throw it in there. We might be releasing one Christmas video, or one.
And that should be one react a week.
Yeah, and what we'll do is so the main reactions are. We'll probably make this a short video as well very quickly. We might just nudge Ash to be like, Clips channel this. But the main Christmases will be 2013, 2016, 2019, and
we would have done 2022, but we already did 2020. We already did 2022. So in the rule of threes, we're going to end up doing 2023 instead.
And obviously, again, if you follow us next year, it will be the 2000s we'll be doing. But obviously, we will still cover Christmas 2024.
Yes.
Because, in my opinion, it's better. I love to do okay, let's see what that last Christmas was actually like. Did we actually enjoy it? Or is it nostalgia?
Well, it's more so, was it recency bias, I guess?
Yeah.
Like, is it actually good, or was it just because you are wrapped up in all of the hype surrounding it?
And obviously then there will be like Monopoly. There will be cooking, maybe.
That one's a probably not.
That's a maybe. And there's obviously singing, which will be one of my favourite things to do, because it's gonna be stay another day, and we don't have to sing. We just have to fucking stay now.
Yeah, but see, the problem is I still have the sore throat, so...
He's going to...
So the main problem is my throat's gone. So it's absolutely cooked. But hopefully in a couple days.
But yeah, so all the usual content, and obviously Christmas Day live stream.
Yeah, we'll be doing the live stream as always. I liked, it's kind of funny how, because my brother started watching EastEnders, and has now been watching EastEnders since Christmas onwards. So yeah, it's a slight shame that I'm not able to watch Christmas with him, but we'll be doing the live stream.
I mean, yeah, you can bring him up here, just put him in a mask.
No.
Sid, wow, you're joined in person.
But it'll be fun to do a live stream. It's kind of the culmination of everything, right? We've made it another year of the channel. Maybe it's time we are feeling festive, so spend Christmas with us if you don't have anybody else to spend Christmas with. Christmas can be a rough time for a lot of people, so it's nice to kind of just have some fucking stupid fun. I like they be not half cut, because I don't really drink much, but I probably will be slightly tipsy on that fucking Christmas stream, because it is Christmas.
It's like this story Ash always tells me that I tell Ash, so it's a repeated cycle. Where obviously Ash was working in, am I allowed to say the shop's name?
No.
He was working in his local shop.
Oh wait, yeah, the co-op.
Yeah, he was working in the co-op. He was working in the co-op, and it was Christmas season, and obviously it's festive, so he's starting his shift. He's a bit depressed. Then this lady just comes up to him and
no, because it's my first Christmas. It's time to start you're excited for Christmas, yeah. Oh, you got presents yet? Nah. All the shit, all the easy small talk. So, and then obviously go to this old woman. Oh, are you excited for Christmas? And he's like, no. Oh, yeah, why is that then? Yeah, my son shot himself last year, so there's not really much to look forward to. And I'm like, I've got like a fucking 12-hour shift. And all I'm thinking about is your son. Fucking, what the fuck are you telling me this? Yeah, sure, it's horrific. It's a terrible thing. But also, fuck me, it's Christmas as a fucking retail worker. Give me a fucking break, please.
Yeah, it's a tragic story, but it's I don't want to say a fun story to tell.
It's funny, but it's so tragic in the same. Like, obviously, she's allowed to. I asked, "Are you excited for Christmas?" She's not just gonna say, "Yeah."
I mean, you could say no. I can't get into it for personal reasons. You don't just trauma dump on a random job work.
Yeah.
But yeah, that will be the Christmas stuff. I hope you enjoyed this kind of rambling.
I suppose a finite general thing. Do we think are you in a better place this year than you were the previous year?
Yes. I will probably say that every year as we get wider and wider and wider. Are you in a better place than last year?
Yeah, I'm in a much better place than I was last year. Like I said, still crossing off things I never thought I was gonna do, and still actually making plans for the future, trying to better myself. Not like the fucking in January where I was like, I'm gonna lose all the weight and I'm gonna fucking write all these videos. I'm still working on those. But actually making the proper plans and kind of precautions to kind of take care of myself properly. And it's been a good year for it, for sure. I feel quite lucky to be one of the people who, like, up until this year, I would never have called myself a happy person. Like, I would never describe myself as happy. It would just be like, yeah, I'm getting by. But this year, I can genuinely say I have been very happy, and I have been enjoying myself quite a lot. Obviously, enjoyment in stuff comes and goes, but I've done a lot of good stuff that I can be pretty proud of this year. And it's nice to see how things are developing. I mean, the one cool thing that you've been now starting to do is you're actually making plans with other people.
He's been replaced, don't worry.
Which, it's nice to see you branching out with more people and kind of making all these plans that you probably at some point would have been like, can we do this? No. No.
It's like being I wouldn't say this is a father and son dynamic, but the sense it is where it's like...
I mean, I describe it as older brother, younger brother.
Yeah, where I'm happy to do something, and it's like, are you excited? No. But come on, if you no. But no. Oh, okay. Are you excited for No, don't say that. It's November. Don't bring it up.
Am I excited for Christmas? Yes. Am I excited for the workload that I'm going to have to do? No.
But yeah, I hope you enjoy this. Have a lovely Movember. Stay happy, stay calm, stay prepared, I guess.
And obviously, if you want to support us, there should be a link to the Movember page in the description. Any donations would be appreciated. It is for, men's mental health charities. Just the general thing that everybody kind of says around. Movember is the slightly grave, dire statistic that the biggest killer for men over 40 in the UK, I believe, is suicide. Because you have the generation of men who were taught to not talk about things and to not be open about it. And at previous times in my life, I would never have allowed these sorts of conversations to happen. But with the right sort of people around you and the right amount of just kind of acceptance and being comfortable with people, it does allow you to talk about this stuff pretty nonchalantly and even kind of take the piss out of yourself. It's a good thing to be able to do. It's a good outlet to be able to have, and we're quite fortunate to be able to do it and not really be particularly struggling. So yeah, if you want to support us, there is a link in the description. But there we are. That's our little rambly mental health kind of video for the year. Yeah, there's nothing else to plug. Thanks for watching the video. See you next time. Bye bye.